But through my research about the Andes and Peru and Ecuador, I learned about this stuff that wasn't so well known at the time, which was ayahuasca. And I said, okay, well, I don't think anybody here wants to do ayahuasca with me. So I ended up saying, I'm going to go to Peru and do ayahuasca. I felt this calling, this like pull to do it. It was kind of a weird situation. I felt like this is really what I'm called to do, to have
Mm.
this experience. And I went to Peru and I did ayahuasca. Had a very intense first half of my first experience was very intense, very scary, very challenging, followed by one of the most uh, powerful mystical states that I've had since then. Changed my kind of I might come to Jesus moment that this materialism thing wasn't what I thought it was, that there was maybe more to reality than what I was giving myself permission to understand.
So you say initially the first impact of the ayahuasca was that it was scary and
Mhm.
disorienting, and so and then later somehow you moved into a an appreciation of a mystical experience.
Mhm.
Tell us about that transition, if you can.
Sure. So this was my first ayahuasca journey some 8 years ago or so, and I sat with this guy Paul Diamond, who's down in Peru, and and I drank the cup, and I thought, hey, this is going to be, trust and surrender was what I've been told, and I was told that no matter what happens, these are key words, important words that I tell people as well. I don't serve ayahuasca, but I tell people when they're entering expanded state is that it will be over. You will come back. Um, so I drink this cup and I sit down on my mat and I wait about 40 minutes in the experience of transitioning from one conscious state to the other is happening as I'm finding it very uncomfortable. I recognize, my own internal need for quote unquote control, which is something that many people kind of suffer. They think they have more control in their lives than they do. So I'm struggling with this transition of consciousness. There's all these images going by my experience. The room is dark. Eyes open, eyes closed, doesn't matter. I'm just seeing a pattern of wild things that I've never seen in my life. And I said to myself, "Oh, you've done it now. You've gone crazy. You're never coming back from this. This is the end. What a mistake you've
Yeah,
made. You're
yeah,
going to
scary.
leave this retreat tomorrow." And then after about an hour of that, the words of the person that was sitting in, which says, if you find yourself in intense territory, just breathe and recognize, tell yourself that you're safe, and recognize that we'll be sitting around in a group eating fruit in about 4 hours. So I told myself, I put attention to my breath, started slowing down. I started to put myself into the position of the witness and just watched what was going on, as opposed to like having myself invested in what I was seeing. And all of a sudden things calmed down and I felt a transition to an experience of being connected with everything in the universe all at once, which is,
Yeah.
part of not the traditional, but the typical mystical experience that one gets under psychedelics, is that experience of oneness with everything, of connection with anything, of total love and gratitude for the universe and for life and for this gift of life that we've been given. I had that feeling and recognized that, whoa, this whole thing that has opened up in my conscious awareness does not seem like it's made of matter. It seems much more big and beautiful than I'd uh, been able to appreciate or connect with before.